because you're out of the ACC against a team out of Conference USA. The team in red can really, really play.
Perhaps to see that early and often. So Johnson, as usual, starts in the backcourt for Louisville. They're looking for a step up from him this year.
Really sit down and guard. At least they better in this ball game.
This is Bassey from the top of the key. A spin down the lane, a fadeaway, and he misses. Scooped by Johnson.
Heavy ball screen offense by Louisville for number 1 in white. And there's the first one set. That 45-degree slot. Nice roll out of it. Just missed the layup.
Yeah, Bassey got caught behind on defense, but Louisville comes up with a steal. Cooper looking inside for Bassey. This is Carson Williams. He's not the tallest player on the floor, but he might be one of the strongest, and Bassey ability that he has. And in that game that they lost, their last against West Virginia, he only played about 3.5 minutes in the first half because of foul trouble.
Well, he's a special athlete for that size, and so impressed with where he is with his conditioning and his body coming back from a broken leg for a big guy.
One-handed rebound, it bounces away but stays with Hollingsworth. He's all the scoring for Western Kentucky in about the last 90 seconds as the offense has gotten going in a flurry, and David Johnson.
State of Kentucky, and you don't end up at Louisville or at UK and you go to Western Kentucky, there's a little bit of I've got something to prove in a game like this.
And this WKU squad is no slouches coming in here either. They're picked to win Conference USA for the 3rd straight season. You got to get back down the floor and be able to communicate against a Western Kentucky squad that wants to run on them. They've got Bassey inside. Don't even have to feed it to him every time. Sometimes the ball finds him.
And that's a play or two or a pass or two ahead, and that's a rare combination with that type of a big body.
How does that separate?
Like you asked me earlier, other than Carlik Jones, where's the offense come from? You would expect Johnson the right now.
So Johnson to the corner finds Davis. He launches and he's got it.
To 9 in that game last season, and a different start this year altogether.
From the free throw line, one dribble, and Johnson goes strong.
And he gets beat 6 of those 10 times. He grades out at 40%. You can't win a ball game. You've got to grade out at 75, 80% as a one-on-one defender if you're going to beat a good team. But it doesn't matter what you do defensively. If that ball goes by you on a straight line drive, you've got no shot. No shot to beat a good team.
Bassey wipes that away. And up and in.
He leads Louisville in rebounding. He misses the first one. Bam, goes and gets it. Watch. That is a slick move and great vision. Really, he felt Jones is the #1 priority when you play Louisville. It's not going to change.
Bassey gets it in the post. The double team quickly comes, and so does the kick out.
He knows how to get players, but the dude knows X and O's as well as anyone. Fuse you. It's hard to recognize, Mike, when the defensive change occurs within the possession.
From Lipscomb. Bassey is liable to shoot that from at the top of the key. Long inbound ends up with Hollingsworth. Last year, a first-team All-Conference USA player, preseason All-Conference team. This is Bassey trying the 3. Tough rebound for Williams. Underneath, looking for Bassey, and it's intercepted by Johnson.
Yeah, good instincts by Johnson to cut right to the rim, knowing that that's exactly where Bassey was going and the ball was intended. Western Kentucky committing 2 to the coverage. They are protecting behind it with 3 in a zone, and then they scramble out of it well for the recovery. Those are the 3 parts of ball screen defense: coverage, protection, and recovery. Now, big boy rebound. It's not only of Bassey, but Josh Anderson can just eat you up, man.
On the inbound, praise said, he did a good job catching passes in traffic, finishing, and being much more engaged and ready on offense. Down the floor, chance to grow.
Yeah, well, Louisville's guarding the ball now. It's been a while since Western has had a straight line drive, and that pack defense. Yeah, I mean, he's playing 25 feet from the rim, and the guy's 6'11", 255, and going to be a first-round pick. That right there is where he belongs. Louisville has fronted him. They have fought him, but you can't give up the fight if you're Bassey just because it's tough down there. Get involved in the fight.
Catch of the left block, swiftly rejected by Bassey. It's those spark moments of athleticism and sheer skill you see from Bassey that make him a next-level prospect.
Yeah, he got doubled up. He dribbled out of the double team and then settled for a three-point shot for 9 from the field over that stretch for 3 turnovers. And it's been Louisville defense that's kind of changed this game.
Yeah, as U of L has gone on this 10-0 run, 5 different players have scored to put them back in front.
Bassey with his 9th rebound. He's rebounding the ball, 23 in red. 1 rebound every minute and 35, 40 seconds that he's on the floor in this game. That's an incredibly high rate for this guy rebounding the basketball. Can they get him involved scoring is the issue right now for the Hilltoppers. Yeah, it's just easy for Bassey. He doesn't leave his feet first because he knows not only can he jump quicker, he can jump high, cross-screen him inside. And because if not, just throwing straight fastballs at Louisville's defense, as good as Bassey is, it's not going to work. Yeah, you got a double low post offense, so it's almost impossible to make a wing entry because that help side defense is on the backside just sitting there waiting on it. That's over.
And Bassey with a drop step. Oh, but Chris Mack said we don't feel like Nickelberry will be able to play during this event in Friday's win over Seton Hall.
And that's a big loss. I think he's a double-figure scorer. That last basket.
So a minute to go in the half, Louisville by 3. Bassey got pressured and traveled.
Well, Bassey can get frustrated at times because Chris Mack's throwing 2, and that times 3 guys were involved coming to the ball once he caught it. And you have to recognize that if you're a post player. But there's the previous possession right there. See the screen off? That's a screen assist.
It's the type of play that won't make the box score, but it will make the praise in the post-game film. Bassey's already got 10 boards. Well, when he gets that space, he takes that look. However, he's yet to connect on a 3. He's 0 for 3 from deep.
3-point shots. So in Louisville's eyes, Bassey guarded Bassey on all 3 of those possessions. He only took 5 2-point attempts.
That's back-to-back buckets for
in Conference USA. North Texas, Old Dominion, Andy Kennedy at UAB brought in a lot of good talent. Marshall's got a lot of guys back, but this should be the team to beat in Conference USA in January, February, and early March.
And North Texas scorer, a top 15 active scorer in college basketball, Carleek Jones, just a few spots ahead of him on that list for Louisville. On the drive, 240, perhaps stronger than he knew.
Well, that's not going to work. Going right into the thing good was going to go happen for the Hilltoppers. They find their rear ends back on defense.
You know, we saw that block from Bassey. The difference between the blocks that he gets as he alters that.
Just was my football coach, and Rhett came up playing in that system. But you could just see it when Rhett was young. He had that it factor about him, even when he was 11, 12 years of age. Cooper has struggled in this game. He has really struggled now. Just the bad.
Now Louisville doing a good job of keeping open space in the paint that stretches the defense, gives them some room. Taped up left thumb.
Yeah, it could be because it's really heavily bandaged, and the elbow as well has bothered him. And now
Worth, who was looking inside for Williams, instead takes it himself. And the foul against the Hilltoppers, looking for the offensive rebound. But Bassey continues to be a force to be reckoned with.
Just such a huge target. Understands where the target.
It's a pleasure to have you with us here today. Western Kentucky and Louisville inside the Yum Center with Jimmy Dykes. I'm Mike Cousins. Western Kentucky has slowed down significantly
with Carleek Jones, but I think he's growing into his new role. If he has a future in the NBA, it's as a big physical guard that takes care of the ball in red.
Yeah, Bassey, the big physical forward, up to 11 points, 14 rebounds. You said it as we were in our last time out. He could very...
Louisville continued to shoot the ball at a high clip. Well, they're 6 out of 12 from the three-point line. They came in tonight after 3 games, only making 5 per game. They've already gone past that number tonight.
Williams put it on the deck and had it taken away by Johnson.
Not the best game by our guy Carson Williams. Been sped up a little bit, but with 14:25 remaining, he can still be a big factor. He's a terrific ball player, 22 in red.
Just 3 points for him so far. That first 4 games.
Yeah, it's a variety of styles. Watch out. Yeah, he's wired to score.
After Johnson sank into the start of his shooting motion, he goes with 8 on the shot clock. Nearly stripped by McKnight.
Rick Stansberry goes with a 2-3 zone.
An awkward angle to more difficult.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
Approaching 12 to play in Louisville. The Cardinals up by 6 over the Hilltoppers. In traffic, rebound goes off of Iguejan. Glad you're with us tonight. Second half, Louisville trying to improve to 4-0 to open the season. Western Kentucky a 2-1 mark through their first 3 games. The freshman McKnight from the top of the key scoops with the left hand back into this.
Not if they keep throwing it to the wrong team. Western Kentucky now has 16 turnovers in this game. And defensively, they're not putting any pressure on Louisville. Louisville moving the ball very cleanly in this game.
Bassey runs the floor. It gets stuck. So how would you say he feels about being 3-0? Is it happy or more hungry?
3 free throws in this game. They led the nation last year in terms of making more free throws than you attempt. Not the case tonight. Louisville's defense has been terrific, and it's been clean, and it has not fouled.
Johnson with the drive and a lowered shoulder.
15, 20 feet from the Young Center.
Well, I need to octuple check anything that I see on Twitter, so I'm gonna need 8 sources before I can verify that.
That doesn't sound like something you would make up, you know. I'm going to say that that's true. In terms of how they played this game, it all started a little over 24 hours ago in their practice facility when Chris Mack got their attention.
Bassey inside, and there
of anyone in college basketball. Look at that Cardinal right there with Adidas sneakers on and dunking the basketball like that. That's as good as we have in college basketball. Name one that will be plays where Louisville, they are fighting each other to get to the charge spot. That ain't good.
Getting right.
How many minutes did you play? Everything else, they can't control. They can't control how many minutes you play, and that's the trust that Chris Mack has had in David Johnson tonight.
Preseason all-second team pick in the ACC, and coming off a really solid performance last time out where he had 19.6 assists.